So today we'll be doing the data engineering with DBT and MCP project. We did all of this in the interactive build lab. We did the cursor, building a mini Spotify with cursor. We've done building an app feature with Claude Code. And then this project in the third project in the AI Workspace series is our first introduction to MCPs. None of the projects are prerequisite to another. Always nice if you do it in order, but you don't have to. And if you haven't done the data engineering project part one, totally fine. You can still join along with me. We walk you through everything. And even now, if you have any questions on what MCPs are, why this project might be relevant, just let me know. Just join along with me, chat. If you can speak, I'll put you on the stage and we can do this project together. The nice thing about doing it as an interactive build lab is that we get to do it together. We all get to work at our own pace. I might be in step one, you might be in step two, somebody else might be in step three. But what usually happens is somewhere along we'll get into an error and we'll end up catching up. So it really doesn't matter as long as we're doing it together. Pods has a message saying, it's been a long time. I'm looking to switch to data engineering. You're in the right place. I'm so excited, Pods. I'm so excited. Will you be doing the project along with me? Oh no, I think I've lost Pods. Oh, I'm just gonna tag Pods. Um, and say, Pods, I hope you're joining the project along with me. Oh, Pods, you're still there. Oh, yay. Great. You know what's funny? On on the chat, there's a little orange. Oh my God, your um display picture has a sushi. It's like a sushi. Do you like sushi? Sushi. How did you get that, by the way? That is so cool. Oh my goodness. And then on the audience, you don't have a sushi, so I thought it was a different person initially. And then I realized, oh wait, Pods is there. I know, right? It's so cute. It makes me wonder, like, what if NextWork has a NextWork logo and then we have our picture inside? Oh, it's a free orb store. I claimed from that. Wow. Very cool. Pods, I hope you're gonna do this project along with me. Are you familiar with MCPs? If not, totally fine. I'm pretty new to the AI workspace. Um, so we can learn together. And the cool thing about these projects is that we have this ask feature. And so I bombard this with questions. I'm just like, tell me about this project, you know? Tell me about this project. Give me a bullet point summary of the main things I will learn in this project, what um, level this project is, and overall recommendation for who should do this project. So we're going to use DBT, which stands for Data Build Tool, and it is something that will help you transform raw data into analytics ready models. I don't know if you guys have done the AWS projects, but back when QuickSight was still a thing, I mean, AWS recently changed it and made it like a quick suite and kind of changed the whole thing. But it's kind of like you get to see and visualize your data very, very effectively. So DBT is really cool for that. And we'll do all of this using natural language. I mean, in today's day and age, with AI being such a big um, tool, it really helps to know how to leverage that AI tool to help you do the things you want to do, whether it is creating a database or um, analyzing the database or transforming the data into analytics, whatever it is, you know. This whole series is focused on data engineering, working with database analytics, and all through AI. Of course, if this is not your cup of tea, totally fine. If you're looking for a different project, let us know. Tell us all that you want to see in the project requests, and we're listening, Whatever you say you want, we will try and provide that. So let us know. Um, but yeah, I'm super excited, and I'm so excited that Pods is joining along with me. If you've done a project with me before, or done a NextWork project for that matter, you know that by the end of the project, you get this beautiful documentation at the end. And this is from yesterday. I did the part one and got a lovely documentation that I'm so proud of, that I get to share with everyone. And the cool thing is I can just share the live URL and send it to you, and you can see what it looks like. You see? So anybody can see my documentation very easily. And so if you have a portfolio with links to your projects, this is really, really convenient. Okay, I'm going to get started with the project. I kind of had a community session earlier today. It's just a social call and an opportunity for anyone to bring in their errors. So I might have kind of started on the quiz, but I see that a lot of my stuff has been reset. I also want to make sure that I have the updated version of the project, so I'm going to quickly do a reset to make sure I have everything in here, just in case. Let me quickly check, and if not, I think it's totally fine. I think we just have a little bit of editing going on in the back end. No worries. Okay. All right. Exciting. Very excited that Pods is also going to do the project along with me. So again, this project is great if you want to know how to transform raw data into useful analytics. We had someone in the community the other day mention that he's an entrepreneur, and I am thinking of him actually, and how this might be useful when he has customer analytics that he has to look into. So in this project, we're going to build a data model that shows how much each customer spends, groups customers by how they shop, reveals what products sell best, all through Cursor's chat. Very cool. Why DBT? Data in databases can be messy and hard to analyze. And what transformations do is that it combines and reshape raw data into clean analytics table and answer business questions like, who are my VIP customers? That's where DBT comes in. Um, it helps you write, test, organize these transformations as code. So anytime you don't understand something, you can always just hover around the underlying definition. So for example, transformations still not very clear to me. So I'm just going to look at it again. Transformations is the process of converting data in from one format or structure into another. This often involves cleaning, enriching, or restructuring data to make it suitable for an analysis, storage, or integration with other systems. Daph, I'm kind of thinking of you with all the research that you're doing for your project. I wonder if this tool might be useful for you to kind of understand how effective your hydroponic system is. I'm sure there must be some testing, experimenting, and data you'll be collecting with that, right? Maybe. Let's find out, shall we? Have you heard of DPT? Do you work quite a lot with data, Daph? All right. So if you have any questions about any of these things, you can always ask the ask feature and you'll get a lot of details, all the answers. And the really nice thing is that this ask feature has all the context of the project and what we're going to do in this project. So it'll help you and guide you. And it's especially useful if you run into errors. Okay, let's continue. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. Ask me in the chat. Ask me. You can always join me on stage. I would love to have you here and we can chat about things together. But if you're not in a position to talk, totally fine. Okay, what we're going to build today is we're going to build a customer analytics model, which will show us how customers spend, how they behave, and what they buy. We'll have data quality tests and interactive DBT documentation. And look at this cool little model of what we'll be doing today. We are in Cursor giving a query, which will then decide whether it should use MCP, DBT MCP or not. Cursor will determine that DBT is the best server to use. It'll call the specific APIs and then run the functions. And in the chat, it'll give an output, but it also accesses data required to run the functions. So I'm excited. We can come back and see this this diagram after the project as well to kind of verify what we did. I got a comment from Lord Gamers Bo and says, I love your content and I'll be joining the next stream and add me on Discord. Very sweet. Thank you. Okay, let's continue. All right, so what are we doing in this project? We are in this project. I am going to create a customer analytics model that shows how much customers spend and how they behave and what they buy. And yeah, and groups them by what they buy, right? It's a model that shows how customers spend, how they behave, and what they buy. Okay. All right. DBT is a tool. It stands for Data Build Tool, which a tool that is great for transformations. A data transformation is the process of taking raw data and converting it into a more usable, structured, and valuable format. Right, and I'm going to hit done and check it out. It looks good. What do you guys prefer? Dark mode, light mode, or fun theme? Light, dark, or fun? Oh, Pod says dark. Um, Gamora says dark, and Moses says fun theme with dark. Fun theme with dark? Fun theme with dark. Like you mean fun and dark. Yeah, I like fun theme a lot. I don't know why. I just love it. I feel like it's fun, but also very peaceful, very zen. But okay, I hear you. I think we've got a popular vote for dark. So let's go with dark. All right. I kind of took this quiz before um, in a session earlier on, but I'd love to do it with you guys. Can we do it together? How familiar are you with data engineering? Can you all help me? Let's see. What is a CTE, which stands for Common Table Expression in the context of SQL and DBT? A, it's a command for managing database connections. B, it's a permanent table stored in the database. C, it's a function to aggregate data. Or D, it's a temporary named result set that can be referenced in a query. I don't know. I have a guess. I'd go with D. Ooh, pods. I feel like you know something. You know something about data engineering. Okay, I'm gonna go with D. Does anybody else have anything else to add? Going once, going twice. And we're gonna go with D. Nice work, Pots. Nice work. CTEs are temporary named result sets that help break down complex queries into readable steps. Okay, question two. Why are DBT tests important for data quality? A, they manage the deployment of DBT models to production. They automatically generate documentation for the DBT project. C, they speed up the execution of SQL queries. Or D, they automatically catch data quality issues like missing values or duplicates. Gosh, I need your help. What are we thinking? Anybody from YouTube? Pods, Pods. I if Pods is there, I'm in good hands. Moses is. Oh no, Moses, you're lost. What are you lost about? Oh, because we don't understand what DBT tests are. That's okay. That's okay. This is just the pre-project quiz. I think it's totally fine to be lost. At least this is good assessment before we get into it, you know? Pod says D again. I heard we can write tests on DBT. Aw. Moses says, I just don't know anything about data engineering. Moses, let me tell you something. I don't know anything about data engineering either. But if we knew what data engineering, everything about data engineering, we wouldn't need to do a next project now, would we? So it's a good thing we don't know because that's why we're learning. So I'm excited to learn and find out more about data engineering. Um, okay, so Pod says D. I think D sounds right too. Let's go for that. Nice. Very, very cool. Um, D is correct. DBT tests are designed to automatically catch data quality issues, ensuring reliable analytics. Nice. I'm going to the next question. What is the primary function of DBT in a data engineering project? A, to visualize data using interactive dashboards, to transform data in your data warehouse using SQL, to manage and orchestrate Docker containers, or D, to manage and monitor Postgres databases. Okay, I think this one is kind of easy because we kind of covered some of it before. So I'm waiting for you to tell me the answer. In the meantime, I see that Pods has a question. And there are environment levels like stage and production you can make. Ah, on DBT. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, you really are into data engineering. I love it. That's so cool. I hope that you find this project useful, and I'd love your feedback to find out if you actually, learned something from this. Okay, what do we want to say? Moses, Pods, Gamora? What are we doing here? We can even just do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the spider by the toe. Pod says B. Yeah, I think B too, because we were talking about data transformations, right? So it would only make sense. We're just genius like that. Nice. Good job. Hey, Cito, I see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing the data engineering project. Follow along with me. We're just doing the pre-project quiz, so we don't know anything yet. We're just doing a quiz to see how much we don't know and how much we can guess our way through this quiz. So this is question 4. What command is used to initialize a DBT? Bots. Bots is cracking a joke over there. If only interviews would go this easy. I know, right? um, anyways, what command is used to initialize a DBT project? DBT create, DBT start, DBT new, DBT init. I feel like the answer is init. Nice. All right, Pods is rocking it. Oh my goodness. What is the purpose of the profiles.yaml file in a DBT project? A, it stores the database connection settings. B, it contains the SQL code. C, it defines the data models and transformations. Or D, it lists the dependencies for the DBT project. A? Hmm. A or C? Oh, Moses. I got you. I got you. We're going to learn this, okay? We're going to learn this. I think it is A. I'm going to go with A. Pods also said A. So let's go with A. And we can also see why it's not C. So when we click on C, it'll say profiles stores connection details, not model definitions. So it is A. Good to know. We're going to learn all this. This is just like the beginning. So it just means that we have so much to learn. Are you excited? Are you excited? I'm excited. Okay. All the NextWork projects have 3 tracks, as you must already know. There's the step-by-step guidance, there's the sum guidance, and there's the on your own guidance. And if you don't know which way to go, just ask too, and it gives you a nice little prompted option. I'm going to go with the step-by-step guidance because I want all the guidance I can get. And if you're not doing this project along with me, you can always do it later. Kahu is doing a live demo of this. Well, it was live when he did it, but now it's just a recording. And a little hack, you can do picture in picture and you can do it along with him. Cool, right? You can do this for any of the next projects. All right, so let's answer this next question. So we're going to set up DBT in this step. This is step 1 of the project. We'll configure the DBT MCP server and get our transformation toolkit ready. If you've completed project 1, this will be quick because we're just adding one more MCP. If you haven't, we have all the instructions in there, so you can just follow along with us. Hey, 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 we have Kahu on the call. You know Kahu? Kahu's the one who is on this video that I almost just did a picture in picture. See? Good to see you, Kahu. All right. Let's see. So now we're at step one, and we are going to initialize DBT. So pods, I think you haven't done the first project in this series, right? It's totally fine if you haven't and you're still doing it along with me. You just might have a little more setup to do, but totally fine. Um, if you get stuck at any point, I can always slow down and look at your error. So, um, yeah, otherwise, it's totally fine. You can just do this project. But what you learn from both are slightly different. It's just the setup is easier if you do one after the other. Okay, so in this step, I'm setting up DBT, which is a tool, data build tool that um, um, which is a tool that helps me do data transformations. The DBT MCP helps me connect to the DBT using Cursor AI. And I know this because I did the previous project and I know what MCPs are. But if you're not familiar with MCPs and you want a little help, you can always, oops, what did I do? Whoa, how did I get here? Ah, we have a wrong link. Okay, good to know. I'm going to make a note of this so that I can go and correct it later. All right, so um, the first project is basically if I take this here and I put one, it should work. Yeah. This is the first project. And if you're not clear with anything like DBT MCP server, you can select it and say ask and say, I don't know why I need a DBT MCP server. Can you explain it to me? And you can hit enter and you will get an answer. And you can always have a conversation with it and just get more information about why it is useful. So MCP servers are basically tools that allow you to connect your AI tool or AI agent with other tools outside of that um, platform. So if we're using Cursor, we have Cursor AI, and we're using Cursor AI to modify data outside of Cursor. So not only is it editing and reading and writing files that is opened on Cursor, but now it has access to other tools. I think yesterday somebody asked a question like, what is the difference between MCP and API, which is the kind of a cool question because you're thinking along the same line. The difference is that MCP is a connection for AI, and it's more for natural language, whereas API is you are referring to functions that are already defined by other applications. So, yeah, I hope that's helpful. But if you have more questions, you can always ask here, or you can ask me and I can ask that. So either way, we can have a whole nice discussion about this if there's anything that doesn't make sense. Ooh, I see Juan and I see Roy. Hello. So good to have you guys here. Let me know if you're in a position to speak. It would be really cool if we can all just network as well. if you all can just put a line of how you want to be called or referred to. Sometimes it's Moses, sometimes it's another name. Maybe Pods has a different name. Um, put your name, where you're joining from, maybe your LinkedIn profile, because you never know. It's good to connect with people, and we all help each other in this community, so might be useful to connect with each other. Roy is joining from San Antonio. Juan is joining from Mexico. Pods is joining from India. And I'm not sure about Moses or Gamora. So let us know. And let's get to know each other while doing this project. Fun. Moses from South Africa. I've always wanted to go to South Africa. Cape Town. Are you in Cape Town? Ooh, Gamora is from Canada. Which part of Canada? The east or the west? Vancouver or Toronto, Ontario, or somewhere in the middle? I Every time I meet a Canadian or somebody who lives in Canada, it's usually either of these extremes. Nobody is in the middle of Canada. Why is that? Ontario. Very, very cool. Um, Moses says yes, in Cape Town. So cool. I've always wanted to go. One day. One day. Okay. All right. Any questions so far? Is everyone clear on MCPs? Who's used MCPs? Oh, Juan says, I was working in the VPC project series, but now they are pro projects. Yeah, I know, right? I know. We just made them all pro yesterday. We have 10 free projects now, and everything else went pro. Wild, wild. This is new for us too. But I think it's cool because in case you don't know, you can earn NextWork Pro for free. If you go here, start here in the channel, there's Earn to Learn. And you can now earn NextWork Pro for free for every 10 levels you reach. And what that means is you go into a channel, hit verify, and then enter your email address. And once you're verified, you will see a verified tag. And once you have a verified tag, you can check your rank and levels by doing this. So this is me, and I think I'm in like level 19 or something. Yeah. But if I do rank, and this is also me, um, I will see that I am in level 3. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and if you can get to level 10, you get NextWork Pro free for a month. It's pretty cool, isn't it? And it's pretty easy to earn points too, as long as you're active in the community and you're messaging people in the community, writing up posts. It's quite nice. And if you have more questions, you should check out this post. I'll put the link to this post in here as well. Earn to learn. But yeah. But other than that, like NextWork Pro is just $11.99 per month, and you get access to all these projects. So many features like Ask, and then you get this awesome documentation that you can share anywhere, share on your LinkedIn, and even like download as a markdown file, and you can add it to your GitHub. It's pretty cool. And with the Pro, you can always change the colors and the themes. And you can also add as much detail as you would like. So it's not too bad, actually. Okay, continuing on. Yay, look at that. Look at that. And you know what the cool thing is? This live documentation. That means I can share my link and you are literally going to see the most active version of my project at any point, at any given point. You will always have the latest update. So if I just delete this and I say, I don't want to say in this step. So let's say I'm changing the content in here. So setting up DBT. DBT is a tool that helps me do data that is useful. I don't want to put me in there. That is useful for data transformations. The DBT allows allows Cursor AI to connect to DBT. Okay, and whatever I have right now, if you click on that link, you will see the updated version. Isn't that cool? That's that's super cool. It's a pretty new feature. So the cool thing about that is like if you add these links to your resume or your LinkedIn, you can always go back and edit stuff that you want to add more or change the picture, whatever you want to modify. If that link is out, you don't have to update it again, right? So it's kind of cool. Okay, let's check my MCP setup. Before we add DBT, let's see what MCP servers you have already configured. Open a cursor from the applications folder. Okay, cursor, let's open. Who's using Windows, who's using Mac? Let's have a Windows versus Mac debate now, shall we? This is all from my project yesterday. Close it. Okay. Ooh, Moses says Windows. Juan is WSL. Gamora, Windows. Oh no, it's all Windows. I'm using Mac. Okay, let's click on settings icon in the top right corner. Image failed to load. That's okay. I know exactly what this is. I think the content team is currently working on fixing that. Oh, settings is open. Silly me. Okay, select tools and MCP from the settings menu. Tools and MCP from the settings menu. Okay, cool. And then what do I see in the MCP? I have Docker and Postgres. I do have Docker and Postgres. I also have Supabase. So I have these. So pods, if you don't have Docker or Postgres, just go ahead and click the other tab and you will have a whole list of things to download and help you with the setup. I have it, so I am going to select that I have it. And I'm going to continue. Odds, you don't have cursor. What are you using? VS Code? Anti-gravity? VS Code. Come on now, Pods. Let's get an upgrade. Let's get cursor. Let's start using AI tools. Good stuff. Everybody in our team uses cursor. It's exactly like VS Code, just better. Okay, Docker and Postgres MCP. Okay, we have Docker and Postgres SQL configured. Let's verify Postgres containers running before we add the DBT MCP. In Cursor, we open the project and navigate to the MCP data series folder. I think that's already done. And open a new terminal in Cursor. So I'm going to go here and open a new terminal. I'm going to close all these. Okay. I have a new terminal open. So if you have Windows, you can go ahead and select Windows. I have a Mac OS, so I'm going to click this one. Roy. Oh, Roy asked, what are the components that make up an MCP? What a question. What are the components that make up an MCP? You know, I think it was Roy yesterday who asked a question. What's the difference between MCP and API? I thought that was brilliant. And he's asking really, really good questions. And I love questions. Okay, cool. I'm going to give you this answer. Oh, okay, I want to take a picture of that as well and send it to my team. All right. Okay. All right, so MCP is essentially a bridge that allows you to connect or interact with various tools and services using natural languages. So what are the components that we need to do that? There's a couple, there's a few. The key components are the underlying tool or service. So in this case, so that's the core application or system that the MCP is designed to control. So in this project, we're working with Docker, Postgres, and dbt. And because they're all external tools, each of them have their own MCP server. So the underlying tool or service that we're using for the project has its own dedicated MCP server. The MCP server itself is a running process that acts as an intermediary. It listens for commands from the chat interface, translates those commands into actions that the underlying tool can understand, executes them, and sends back the results. For example, dbt MCP server takes the natural language requests and converts them into dbt commands to run transformations. And then there's the communication protocol. This is the context protocol. It standardized the way that the chat interface communicates with the MCP, and it ensures that the messages are received and sent correctly. And then we have to think about the configuration. So each MCP server requires specific configuration so that it knows how to run and what environment variable it needs. So yeah, very, very like if you understand API, this should be pretty straightforward to understand, right? I'm putting this in here so that it might be useful. Great question. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's verify the Postgres container is running, and we need it running so that dbt has data to transform. Okay, where is my cursor? I'm going to copy the command and paste it and see. Uh-oh. I failed to connect. Okay. Oh, because I don't have Docker running. Well, silly me. Let's see if I get that answer. It said fail to connect. Yeah, so then it says open Docker desktop. Okay, let me open Docker. And then I need to see the whale icon, which I do now. Okay, and now that it's running, I'm going to try again. Yeah, we need Docker running. Okay. How are you doing, Roy and Pods? I think, and Moses, are you doing the project along with me too? All right. I see PG local running, and I should see PG local with a status that says up like 7 seconds ago. Excellent. My Postgres SQL container is ready. Upload a screenshot of your running Postgres container. Upload a screenshot of the running thing. So how do I want to take a screenshot? I don't want such a long screenshot. So I'm going to change the size of this. Oh, I could have also just added more terminals. Actually, let me try that. Think that work? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take this screenshot here. So I don't want the failure to come in there. And I will put it in here. Where's my clipboard history? Let me just put it here. Et voila. How did you verify Postgres is running? I verified by running this command. To use dbt, we need to first run and what is that command, right? Oh, we need to verify that Postgres container is running so that dbt has data to transform. And this is to check the container status. So to use dbt, we need to first run Docker, right? We need to first run Docker to ensure that no, we need to first run the Postgres container is running. I verified because why do I want it to run? I wanted to run so that we have something to do the analysis on, right? We need it running so dbt has data to transform because we need data for dbt to transform. I verified my Postgres container by running the command, what am I writing? I verified my Postgres SQL is running by using the command Docker PS, which is what Pods has mentioned in the chat. Absolutely correct. Docker PS is the command that we use to find out the status of the container. And so either you can see PG local running, which means everything is fine. You might see that you might get an error that says stopped or exited, or you could see something like it's not running, which was what happened to me first. And then I realized I didn't even have my Docker open. And if you don't have your container at all, you might get a different error. So depending on what you see after you run that command, you will know the status of your Docker container, of your database. Okay, so in this case, my Postgres container is ready to go. Amazing. And I just finished that. So that means if you check that link that I put in the chat, you would have the latest version of my documentation. Nice. And if I go for the fun mode, you will see the fun mode when you click my link. Yeah, we were thinking of doing like holiday themes, like Christmas theme or New Year's themes. Let me know what themes you would like to see. How creative do you get with your documentation? Is it like a Microsoft Word document with like um, white on black text, or do you use LaTeX or any of those tools? How do you document things in your technical work? Tell me. Are you guys good documentation creators? Word. It's a classic. I mean, um, I think I get a little canceled by my team for liking Word, but I'm also a little old school. Oh, I spend a lot of time utilizing Bez Confluence. Roy, I don't know what that is. A README file. Ooh, very cool. All these AI IDs may be an MD specialist. Ooh, tell me more, Moses. How, how did the AI IDEs make you a MD specialist, markdown specialist? Tell me more. This is very, very interesting. Oh, is this what you use? Oh, ooh. Who put this one? Roy. Roy. You know all the good stuff. What is this? Nice. It's like Google Docs, but more creative and fun. Interesting. By Atlassian. Oh, I'm surprised I haven't heard of it. Nice. Very nice. Thanks for sharing. Good to know. We have for documentation, um, Pods uses Word, Juan uses README files, Roy uses Confluence, Moses uses Markdown files, and Roy says it's like a little bit of Bitbucket and Jira, and it's an industry standard. Is that right? Nice. Good to know. Thanks for educating me, Roy. I learned something new. Okay, back to the project. Um, Initializing your DBT. Before we can configure the DBT MCP, we need to create the DBT project folder structure. This is where all your transformations will live. Make sure that you're in your MCP data series folder, and we want to run the command pwd. What does pwd stand for? Pop quiz. Go. Yes. That is my print working directory. Oh my God, you guys are rock stars. And if you're a Windows user, what's the equivalent? Is there an equivalent or is it the same? Yeah, but I'm surprised it's not there in the project, is it? We should have like a Mac OS version and a Windows version, and I don't see that. So I will just um, make a note. Okay. Yeah. There is the equivalent of CD. Okay. Let's continue. I've got my Windows experts in this audience. Is there anybody using a Mac? Come on, come on. I've got folks on YouTube. I've got folks on Discord, and you all are telling me that everybody is using Windows, but me? What? What? Craziness. Okay. You should see the path to your MCP data series. Yep. Now let's initialize DBT. And we initialize DBT by following the command into the terminal. So UV is something that we covered in the last project. Um, if you're not sure, you can always, so with every piece of code, you can copy, you can expand it, and you can also ask. So you can always be like, hey, what is this command doing? And you will get all the details. But UV was something that we covered in the last project. It's basically a package library. And so when we hit UV run, uh, basically we are installing DBT and running its initialization wizard. And the with flags ensure that DBT core and DBT Postgres are installed specifically for this command. So if any of this doesn't make sense, you can also ask more questions and have a whole chat conversation. It's here. I'm going to run this command. And it's installing all the packages I need for it. Moses says, Derry just lists everything. And I used a Mac till August. Oh, I have a question from YouTube. Travel Experience has a question or a doubt. Please ask Travel Experience. Um, what made you convert from Mac to Windows, Moses? I have to enter a name for the project. Oh, Moses Gaming. Yeah, you're right. That's the one thing that Mac computers just isn't there yet. Gaming. I feel you. I get it. I get it. Did you get did you switch like did you get a new laptop in addition to your Mac, or did you just say goodbye to your Mac and completely replace it with a PC, with a Windows machine? Oh, really? You think Apple gives gamers what they want? Oh, tell me more. What are you talking about? It the graphics just isn't as powerful as Windows machines are. Wouldn't you say? Moses, tell us. You're probably the expert. Why'd you go Windows instead of just staying Mac with your gaming? Okay, all right, let me continue on. I'm going to name this database demo. Okay, I'm going to call it demo. Calling it demo. Cool. So now my new DBT project demo was created. And I have all of this has been configured in the profiles.yaml file. Remember when we answered that question? Profiles.yaml file has all the configuration of our DBT. Very cool. Setting up a profile. Which database would you like to use? Do you want to use Postgres? Don't see what you want. Enter a number. Okay, let me see. Um, oh, DBT. So we're gonna get a bunch of prompts now. Which database would you like to use? One for Postgres. So I'm gonna put one because that's the only one I have right now. The second question is host. What is a host name for this instance? I'm gonna call it localhost. Port 54321. Oh, 5432. Yes. Dev username. This is all the stuff that we had configured in the last project. I don't know if you remember. um, Roy. You might remember it, but I don't know if anybody else was along doing the project along with me. Password. What is a password? App. Very, very secure. Okay, and DB name and schema. Oh, yeah, and threads is 1. Okay, so now the profile demo was written to the YAML file and it has the supplied values. Amazing. So now it says run dbt debug to validate the connection. I'm just going to check and make sure that that is what I have to do. Oh, let's first check if we can find that demo folder in our project, shall we? There it is. I like it. I like it. I like it. Um, all right. All right. Now we're going to explore what's inside that folder. So I'm going to expand the demo folder. Yes, I did. And I will notice that there's quite a few folders and files. Yes, there is. But we won't have to touch most of them. If you want to know everything that each folder does, you'll get all the details over here. And I mean, if you really, really want to learn, I invite you to ask all the questions you can think of to do this. And I think everybody has a different learning style. Sometimes you want to just do the project, create the things, and then once you're happy that, okay, I see an output, now I want to go and understand it some more. And then there are folks who are like, I want to understand everything first, and then I want to build. And everybody's slightly different. So you do it in a style that makes sense to you. I tend to be someone who likes to do it and try and understand it. But once I see things that are tangible, I'm like, oh, okay, now let me explore more. Now let me go do understand. Let me ask more questions. So everybody is a little different, and make sure that the learning experience is personalized for you. So use this app, use this project in a way that makes sense to you, in a way that helps you the most. I even have some learners who like to do the project 3 times. And what they will do is they will start out with the step-by-step guidance, like me, and then they go and do the same project again, and they do it with some guidance. And this time they're kind of testing themselves. But if they need something, they can always just go and check the some guidance. And the on your own is like basically just a checklist of did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? And it's even more to the point. So, really good if you're testing it out to make sure that you understand everything. But again, everybody is a little different. So, um, okay, so we're still in step 1, and we looked through all the files and um, all the content in here. And this is the profiles.yaml, which stores the database connection details like the host and the port, the user and the password and all that stuff. Yeah. Any questions so far? Just let me know. Um, Pods, how's it going? Are you installing Cursor? Are you setting things up? Where are we at? Okay. Nice, nice. I love it. Okay. So now we're going to create DBT. No, we've created the DBT. There's a few files and folders. We don't need to touch most of them. It's all good. Most of our work is going to be in the models folder, which is where we will write our SQL transformation files. Aha. All right, so let's answer the question. What did DBT init create? And what connection settings did you use? Let me see. Hey, Ask, can you pop me? Sneaky, sneaky. Will it give me an answer? Will it give me an answer? Maybe not. Maybe not, but maybe I can read this and come up with a good answer. All right, so how running dbt init created it created a bunch of um, files. Yeah, it created a project structure. That's what I want to say. It created a DBT project folder structure. That's what DBT init does. Running DBT init created a DBT folder structure. I configured the configuration settings, the connection settings, by running UV run. So UV run installs DBT and run the initialization wizard. So if I just do this, it would give me yeah, it would install dbt core and dbt postgres with just that. This is the part that helps me create a dbt folder structure. So I configured the connection settings by using the command oh, actually, I want to test. If I do this, does it show up in the documentation with the bash? Yeah, I don't want that. Okay, so I'm going to remove the bash. But if I wanted to download it as a markdown file, I think that's a better way of doing it. Okay, by using the following command. And then this allows me to set up this prompts for a this prompts for this command, or this prompts me for the connection details. And let me see if I can use the ask to verify if I'm correct. I'm not confident about my answer. Can you give me feedback? That's a good start. You're correct that dbt init creates a dbt folder structure, and the command uv run with dbt core and dbt postgres is used to initiate this process, which then prompts for connection details. To make your answer even more precise and complete, you could specify what was created and which specific connection settings. For example, you could mention the creation files like dbt, project, and so forth. Okay. This level of detail would fully address the prompt, what did you use it for? Um, can you give me an example of a good answer? Oh, running dbt created a dbt folder structure. I configured, and then to break it down by what are the files in the folder structure. Yeah, that makes sense. I configured the connection settings for a Postgres database with the following details: host, a localhost user app, password app, database name, schema app, all of that. Okay. Oh, well, I'm just going to. Nice. Good answer. Aw, Moses, are you heading out? Moses says I've been on gaming PC, then forced to use a Mac at work, but once it was finished, I never wanted to switch. Also, thanks for the session. I got a bounce. Nice meeting everyone. So good seeing you too. Hope you join again soon. So good meeting you too, Moses. Hope you join again soon. Okay. All right. Cito, are you doing the project along with me? It's been a while. How have you been? How have you been? Hello, hello. Nope. Cito isn't in a position to unmute, I suppose. No worries. No worries. Okay, so now we're going to configure the dbt MCP server in Cursor. Add
Hello,
this.
hello, Maya.
Hi. Hi, Cito.
Good
How
evening.
are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing well too. I cannot tell if can you speak again for me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Very
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
I can.
How have you been?
Oh, I've been good. I've been good.
I haven't seen you in a while. How was your Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Sorry.
How was Thanksgiving?
Oh, Thanksgiving was so good. Yeah, I had a good time with family and a few friends.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, but I missed. I had an exam today which I missed due to internet connection. So bad. I had to take my cloud ups earlier today. Yeah.
You missed the exam?
Yeah. So I was about to take the exam when I did not pass the network checks.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna call. I've tried to call Pearson, but it seems they are not online right now. So I'm gonna reach out to them tomorrow to see if we can reschedule.
Aww. I'm bummed to hear that. I'm sure you would have passed it with flying colors, if not for the technical difficulties.
I hope. Yeah, I was really prepared, but anyways, I can always. I just hope they can allow me to reschedule.
Mm.
But
All
how have
right.
you been?
I've been good. I've been good. I've been chugging through these projects and I'm learning a lot. Um,
Mhm.
I've been doing the data engineering series. Yesterday I did data engineering, and then today I'm doing this one, and tomorrow I'm planning to do this. I like to block 2 hours to complete a project, But of course,
Mm,
I like to chat with everyone and I tend to get a little distracted. So, um, uh, which is fine. I think it makes learning more fun to know that Pods is doing a project with me, and to know that most of the audience was are Windows users and gamers. And I also learned about this Atlassian tool, which allows for really good documentation. It's called Confluence. So I learned a lot of things in addition to the project. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized, I just opened my NextWork account and realized that most of the courses that were free are now pro. So I have to pay my subscription anytime soon.
Yeah. We just made a bunch of our projects pro.
Uh-huh.
Literally, like just a little more than 24 hours ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's definitely new for us. Or we have
Mhm.
10 free projects, and the remaining are pro. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's it's it was a tough decision, but I think we got a lot of great features, and I think it's worth 11.99 per month. It's a pretty
Mm-hmm.
good deal. And because we at NextWork really, really, really believe in the fact that learning should be accessible and everybody should have access to projects, regardless of whether they can afford it or not, we always want to make it accessible. And I don't know if you got to see it, but we have the Earn to Learn program. Did you see that, Cito?
The what?
The Earn to Learn.
No, I didn't see that. Wait.
So I'm going to share the post here. If you're active in the community, you can unlock NextWork Pro for free.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you hit verify so that you have a verified role associated to your Discord account. And only verified roles can earn points.
Oh, all right.
So
I see
don't
it.
forget to do that. Yeah.
All right.
And it's pretty
Thank you very
pretty
much.
pretty easy to earn points if you're active in the community, which you are. Um, add questions, add documentation, all that good stuff.
Oh, thank you, Maya.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, all right, so now we're going to configure dbt NCP server in Cursor. Um, we're going to click the settings icon at the top right corner. Uh-oh, we at step 2? Wait, where are we now? Oh, this is sorry. This is data engineering 1. Okay. Somehow I got to the wrong project. Okay. Um, wait a minute. Uh-oh. I think I lost all my information. All my validation. That doesn't make sense. I shared a link to my documentation in the chat. I'm gonna go check that. Okay, so I have all this here. Oops. Um, what is happening? I think we just ran into a bug, guys. I'm gonna have to check with my team and figure out what happened because I just lost all my stuff. which is okay for now. I will continue working on the project. But yeah, um, if you run into any such errors, just let us know. We even have a means of reporting bugs. So if you go to bug report, you can put it here. Actually, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna create a bug report. Um, I was doing a project, which is the NCP data engineer. Oh wait, let me. I was doing this project. The data engineering with DBT MCP project. When I hit refresh and uh, when I accidentally went to another page, accidentally went to another project. When I came back, I lost all my answers, but for some reason, it's still saved in here. Okay. Oh, where's mine? Okay, I'm gonna put it here because this is exactly what I would want you to do if you run into an error, you know? Tell us everything. Where did my path answers go? Okay, task answers disappeared. Yeah, so just let us know when you run into an error. We care so much about your feedback and we want you to have the best experience. So we are always looking out for ways to resolve it and help you out with it. But yeah, uh, pods, how's it going? Where are you at? How far are you with the setup? I feel like you might catch up to me. I'm still on step one, or actually, I'm not sure. Maybe I did more. I did more. I did all of this. Hmm, it's interesting. I can still like copy all my answers in there. Um, but I do want my team to know that this happened. Pod says my laptop is acting a bit. Don't have the Pro, so I can't get the commands to set it up right away. Going through the YouTube. Oh, okay, that's fair. Totally fine. And Pods is joining from India. Gotcha. Nice. Um, I feel like once I'm done with step one, um, I'm going to wrap it up. And I think I am at the end. Where are we now? All right, so let me see. Where did I reach? So I did this, and then I did this, but I didn't do this. So after this task, um, I need to add another MCP, add a custom MCP, and in the mcp.json file, I will add oh, I have to create a very custom um, MCP configuration. Okay, so that is, I have to go copy from my cursor. When I do PWD, I get oops, I do it wrong. PWD, and then I get this. So I will copy that and paste it here. Okay. And then in my profiles here, it should be my name. What is my name? My name is Maya Menon. Okay. Maya Menon. Cool. Oh, Maya Menon. All right. And now I can copy this entire thing and add it to my mcp.json file, which comes up when I do this. And I want to add a comma and then add this. And should make it all aligned. All right, that looks good. Okay. Save, close, and now I need to verify it. Oh, I do need to restart cursor. Okay, let's restart cursor. All right, and then I open cursor again. And it's still yellow, it's still yellow. It's still yellow. Yellow, yellow. Oh, it says my laptop is acting up. Okay, I read that. Charizard, how are you? Can you tell me what your nickname means? I feel like it's Charmander plus lizard or wizard. What? I'm very curious. It's very intriguing. I know it's Goku, but tell me more about that nickname, the meaning behind the nickname. How'd you come up with the nickname? Because I know you're joining from Hyderabad. Pods, which part of India are you joining from? Pods and Charizard are typing. Always joining from the US, and I'm in New Zealand, and no, there's an error. I did something wrong. Oh no. Okay, let's troubleshoot, shall we? I'm from Hyderabad, but currently working in Bangalore. Wow, so cool. And Rajneesh is here. Hi, Rajneesh. So good to have you here. Hey, Rajneesh, I don't think you ran verified. I don't know why. Why haven't you done verified? Do you know what I'm talking about? What's that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is good feedback for me because I want to know how to communicate this better. So in the general chit chat, like there's so much. The last discussion is about ranks and leveling up. And what I was trying to communicate was that we finally released our Earn to Learn program, which is basically how you can unlock NextWork Pro. And in order to get started, you need to do /verify. And so, for context, for all of you who may or may not know Rajneesh, Rajneesh is like this top community member. He's already unlocked NextWork Pro. He's using NextWork Pro for free because he actively contributes to the community. He's always helping people, and he's an absolute superstar. So Rajneesh, this is our new program, something that we started after we moved to Discord, and all the details are here. And I would like all of you to continue earning points so that you can unlock NextWork Pro for free. Um, yeah, we really, really like to reward our community members who help each other, who want to work together and learn together. And without you, the NextWork community, it wouldn't be what it is. So um, it's just a way to make sure that everybody has access to the wonderful projects and the wonderful features that we have at NextWork. So please, if you learn nothing from this session today, please go to any uh, channel. I would recommend going to Chit Chat and doing / verify and then enter your email address, and then once you do, our team will review your email address and make sure it is associated with a NextWork account. And once that happens, like for example, I will just verify myself right now. Once you verify yourself, once you're verified, you can start earning points. And once you start earning points, if you hit level 10, which I think Shane just did, he just reached level 9. So pretty soon, he can unlock NextWork Pro. Oh, Rajni says, so I can get Pro Plus because I already have Pro activated. Yes, you do already have Pro activated, but how are you going to keep your Pro activation? You should find out because that's over here. So it says here, if you've already unlocked NextWork Pro, your access continues until the end of December. So until the end of the year, you have access to NextWork Pro. After that, you have to continue earning it and level up in the community. So keep earning those points. Make sure that you have NextWork Pro. Make sure that you're active and make sure that you verify. Get that verify command going. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Any questions? Rajneesh, Gokul, Pods, Roy, we good? Okay, now I gotta go fix my MCP setup. I think I know why. I think one of the, when I had to hit the password for the configuration, I think I put paste twice. And I think the first time was because I didn't see it, but of course, passwords, you can't see it. And so then I put paste again, and then I realized, oh, it's a password field. And so I feel like maybe that's what I did. But that's just a guess. We have to debug now. I've got to wear my troubleshooting cap. Troubleshooting time. Troubleshooting time. How's it going, Pods? Where have you reached? And Rajneesh, have you done these projects yet? Okay. So MCP isn't green. Get help MCP debugging MCP issues. I think it's the username and password piece. So for that, I should go to the verify you replaced your. Okay, wait. Let me go check my configuration. So where's the demo? We have the all the files in here. I should have the profiles YAML. Where is that? Where is the profiles YAML file? Ooh. Oh. No. Where am I looking for my configuration? Pod says setting up the JSON, seeing yellow dots on the Docker MCP control. Are you literally exactly where I am? No, that is crazy. I feel like I started ahead of you, before you, and you just caught up. I knew you would. How did I know you would? Okay. All right. I need help debugging this. So how do I troubleshoot this? Let's see. Um, okay. True. I understand that these are the things that I have to do. Uh, I think I might have entered the wrong password. How do I correct that? And by password, yeah, I knew it was in the profiles YAML, but I couldn't find it. How do I get to the profiles YAML? How do I get to the post? To update it, you'll need to rerun db init. Okay. All right, I'm going to run db init again, and I think I should be able to just run db init and not the UV run, because that was already done. So I'm just going to run. Oh, oh, okay. Hold on. Oops. All right. Note to self, just hit copy code. But I only want dbt init, so I'm just going to type it, dbt init. Command not found, dbt. Okay, all right. So let's just put the whole thing. Okay. So we haven't set it up. Because it wasn't a successful installation, I have to do the whole thing again. Okay. So let's do it again. This is demo. And then we do one. And then localhost. What? Oh, a project already. Okay. I'm going to call it demo one. Okay. And then enter a number. Host is localhost 5432. Username is app. Password is app. And then DB name is demo. Schema is app. And threads is one. Okay. So now we can go check the cursor settings. Okay, pod says BRB. Oh no. No server info. Okay. I'm going to close, shut down cursor, and try again. But I think other than that, we're all set. Yeah. It's green. It's working. Okay. So now I have all my beautiful MCP servers. And for this project, I only need Docker, Postgres, and dbt. So I'm going to add the screenshot for that. And on that note, I will add that here. I configure DVT and CP by um, by running by initializing DBT by running DBT init. The configuration includes downloading all the necessary packages. Okay, let's get all the details. Let me make sure that my answer is correct. DBT init. So yeah, this is good. So copy this. And I'm going to go to the task. The DBT init configuration includes installing DBT and running the initialization wizard. Okay. The installation wizard will set everything DBT needs to transform my data. Okay, I'm okay with this answer. Cool. I'm afraid if I do view now, will all the other stuff go? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. All right. Pods, guess what? I completed step 1 and I have my beautiful DBT configured. I'm very happy. It took me almost 2 hours to do this, but it's very fulfilling when you complete a step and everything goes as per your expectations. I'm always happy to take it slow and learn in the process, so I'm not too bummed that it took me 2 hours to do this, but I think it's cool. I think we're there. I'm done with step 1, and now I'm going to move to step 2, and then there's step 3, which I will continue tomorrow. If you complete ahead of me, pods, I would love for you to post it in celebrations, which is here. I would love for you to post your documentation, your completed documentation in there. Oh, but if you don't have Pro, I don't know if you will be able to generate the documentation if you're just following YouTube. In any case, let me know if you complete the project and let me know what you think about the project. I'm going to call it a day for now, and I'm going to work on this project tomorrow, and I'm going to continue right on with step 2. And maybe tomorrow I will see you and you will be working on the third project while I work on this one. Totally fine. Everybody has a different pace. I love that you are ahead of me. It's awesome. And yeah, Roy, how's it going? Thanks for watching. I missed you for the quiz today. Roy was Roy did exactly what Pods did today. Roy had gave me all the right answers, and I could answer all quizzes very correctly because of Roy. And Charizard was also there yesterday. It's so good to see you all. You guys are the best. Charizard says we can create a project with a free account, including the document except for the secret challenge. I don't think so. I don't think anymore, Charizard. We just changed it yesterday. So if I go to an incognito, right? This doesn't have my account logged in. And now if I look for the data engineering project, they're all pro. So yeah, you kind of need a pro account for it, which is why I am suggesting that you do earn to learn. Because we want to be able to give you all the projects for free. But for those who just want to get right to it, you know, it's only $11.99. Yeah, how do I get there? How do I? Hmm, okay. Yeah, we did. We just changed it. Okay, that's all for today. I'm so glad that you guys joined. It really means so much that you enjoy the session and that you find something valuable and that you're learning from NextWork. Um, this was the data engineering series second project, and I will continue working on this tomorrow. I like blocking some time for doing projects every day, or every day I try to. I don't know if you know this, but we've got a lot of events coming up this week. So Monday through Friday, all this is New Zealand time. We've got Connect with Community, and then Monday through Wednesday, today is Tuesday in New Zealand, we do the interactive build lab where we work on extra projects together. Um, and then on Thursday, we're going to meet Derek, who is who started at NextWork before he was into cloud. He was a SOC analyst before, and he landed his first cloud engineering role. And we're going to do a one-on-one session with him on Thursday, which might be your Wednesday. And on Friday, this I'm so excited about. We're going to meet John, who is our fantastic lead designer. He is the one who makes everything beautiful at NextWork. And yeah, we're going to talk to him here about his journey at NextWork, what he's learned, what it's like to work in a very fast moving ed tech startup, and how he uses AI on a day-to-day life all the time. And he is the one who inspires us in so many ways. So I'm really excited to have that session for you. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Do you have any questions for me? Any questions, comments, suggestions? I see that Roy's typing and Pods is typing. So I'm just going to give you guys a second. Sounds good. No questions for now. Thank you for your time, Maya. Great session as always. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Pods. Thank you, Charizard, for being here today. It's lovely to do the project with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing your documentation. When you do send it, tag me, put it on LinkedIn, put it on your portfolio, put it on celebrations, and tag me so that I can cheer you on because we went and did this together. So good to see you all, and I will see you tomorrow. I know we've got a couple of countries in here, so good morning or good evening, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.